MLB Network is your exclusive home for postseason baseball. It's Game 1 of the National League Division Series between the Arizona Diamondbacks and the Miami Marlins. Hi again, everybody. Matt Vasgersian welcoming you to our exclusive postseason coverage on MLB Network. With me is Mark DeRosa and Dan Plesac. And Dan, we'll start with you. This series has the feel of one that's about to get very interesting.
Looking at these two squads, it's clear both of them have several guys that can hurt you with the bat. It's not just the middle of the order guys that you have to look out for as a pitcher. So the team that gets the timely hitting and quality at bats is probably going to prevail.
The postseason is officially in full swing. Lineups and first pitch coming up next. Back now live as we count down to the start of Game 1. Let's join public address announcer Mike Carlucci.
And now, your 2021 Miami Marlins.
Briefly now, we'll look at the two starters who get the ball here in Game 1. Time now to look at the Diamondbacks starting lineup. Mark DeRosa, what's your take on them this afternoon on the road?
A huge key I see for this lineup is they're going to have to make this defense work. They're not afraid to kick a baseball around. If they can put the ball in play and make this defense beat themselves, they don't even have to worry about running into a 3-run homer.
Johnny Kozar will do the pitching in front of the hometown crowd here in Game 1. Dan Plesac, what's the word on him?
Hey, Matt, this guy also uses that pitch that's kind of in vogue in the game now, that cutter. It looks to the hitter like a four-seam fastball, and the next thing you know, it's running in on you. Mariano Rivera used that pitch exclusively in the 9th inning and broke a lot of bats, and this guy joins a long list of guys that have added the cutter to his repertoire.
All right, here's the defensive alignment for the Miami Marlins. And let's focus on Giancarlo Stanton right now. Looks like he's chiseled out of stone out there. The outfielder, I know he has light tower power.
Coming to the plate now, Carlos Baez. He'll lead things off here.
Carlos Baez.
Swing and a little tapper, but it's foul, strike one. The windup and the 0-1. Changeup gets him out in front for strike two. Perez has tossed more than 1,000 innings at the big league level with an ERA under 2. Lucky to get anything off of him. Tried to get him to chase the cutter there. A ball and 2 strikes. And a big cut at the breaking ball, but he comes up empty, and that's the first out.
Pitching 101 is changing location and upsetting the hitter's timing. You do that, and everything's going to be fine. In that strikeout, he never threw the same pitch twice in a row, and he won the battle because of it.
Here's Tommy La Stella now.
Tommy La Stella.
And a ball, 1-0.
No strike.
Bases are empty, 1 man out. Here's the 1-1. Popped him up. And he'll put this away for the second out. And with 2 away now, let's give you a look at the big picture here. There you see the participants in this year's playoffs. So bases are empty here with 2 gone, and set to stand in the ultra-dangerous Giancarlo Stanton. Infield in the overshift here. Now the pitch. And he lays off a pitch in there for the first strike. Behind 0-2 now. Set to deliver on 0-2. Here it comes. Waved at and missed for the third out. Not much of a chance at hitting that one, and the inning is over. 1, 2, 3 go the Marlins. And this is still a 0-0 ball game. At the plate, Christian Yelich. He's set to lead off the home half of the second.
Center fielder, Christian Yelich.
First pitch coming. Here it is. And this one's not close. It's in the dirt for ball 1. And they won't get him to chase the curveball in the dirt that time, and it's 2-0 now.
Wow, not a great spot to be in right now. 2-0 to a great hitter like this. This is when you really have to pay attention as a pitcher. And if you have good off-speed stuff, this might be the time to start mixing in your off-speed stuff.
The 2-1 home. Gets by him, a swinging strike. And there are our umpires calling balls and strikes in this one, Mr. James Kingsley.
Hey, Dero, James Kingley's a pretty good umpire. He doesn't get too excited, keeps things under emotions. He's a pretty good ball and strike umpire.
Yeah, James Kingsley will never show you up, and he's always approachable.
And a changeup swung on and missed for the first out.
He showed right there why having a good changeup is so valuable. 2-2, and he flips one up there that the bottom really falls out at the last minute. It's so hard to pick up, and it's even harder to make good contact with.
Batting fifth.
Into the box now, Sean Babb, as he will look at a first pitch fastball for ball 1. The 1-0 home is a changeup that's looked at for a ball.
Well, 2-0 now, and this is where he makes his money. If he gets a pitch to hack at, you can bet he's not going to hold back.
Here he comes on 2-0. And it's fouled away. Still looking for our first hit in the ball game. The 2-2. He swung on and missed. He got him on strikes.
Wow, his stuff looks electric coming out of the gates in this one, guys. That's 5 batters faced, 4 strikeouts. That's going to be a tough pace to keep up, but it looks like he has what it takes to work deep into this game.
Batting sixth.
Standing in now, Jace Peterson. As he'll take a breaking ball in off the plate for ball 1. First 2 men in the inning have both gone down via the punch out, so we'll see if he can fare any better. Now the 1-0. A swing and a miss, strike 1. Peterson tends to have more success against right-handed pitching like this than he does against southpaws. Could be a comfort thing. Maybe he just picks up the ball a little better, but that's the book on him at this point. And he takes ball 2, and it's 2-1. And the 2-1. Strike two at a pitch that catches the outside corner.
2 balls, 2 strikes, a crucial count for both pitcher and hitter. So, Dan, what was your approach on the mound in that count? Do you still pitch for the strikeout here?
I think one of the keys, Matt, you want to try to initiate contact. The one thing you don't want to do, you don't want to run the count to 3 balls and 2 strikes. Whatever you want to throw it over for a strike.
Now the 3-2 pitch. And he fouls this one off. And this is taken low for ball 4, and they'll have themselves a 2-out base runner here after all.
Well, he gives up the walk, but that was a really good pitch. Might have been just out of the zone, but not by much. A lot of guys would have gone fishing for that pitch, so sometimes the hitter just outlasts you.
Batting 7th, left fielder.
Here's Marcell Ozuna, and the first pitch to him is off the plate for a ball, 1-0. He takes his first cuts in this one with a man at first and 2 away. Now the 1-0 is taken, strike 1. And this one gets away. And he'll make it into scoring position here with 2 away, as that'll be scored a wild pitch. The 2-1 home. Waves and misses for strike number 2.
Hey, if these guys are going to have any chance in this one, they are going to have to set their sights a little lower. You cannot expect to get the barrel of the bat to that baseball. That is entirely too high.
The 2-2. He swung on and missed. He got him on strikes. Marlins leave 1. We'll move to the 3rd with no score. A great shot there of the blue waters and long sandy stretches of Miami Beach. Back now for the top of the 3rd inning on MLB Network.
Leading off for Arizona.
Now to the plate, the pitcher, Ben Perez, as he'll get his first up. Here's the first pitch to him. Takes a look down at the knees for a strike.
This is what fires me up right here. You don't get a chance to see this every day of the week. You got the reigning Cy Young Award winner squaring off against the reigning MVP. That's why you pay the price of admission.
The windup and the 0-1. And that one just missed outside. Now the 1-1 pitch is a ball below the zone. Line to the right side. And the Diamondbacks have their first hit of the game.
Hey, this is perfect storm right here. This is how big innings start. You put a crooked number up on the board when the pitcher leads off an inning with a huge knock.
Digging in to try it again, Michael Taylor. He got called out on strikes his last time through. The 1-2 is a swing and a miss. That's strike 3.
Wow, that's awfully impressive right there. The pitch before was really close. Called the ball. What does he do? He comes back with a better pitch and gets the punch out.
Digging in, Ivan Cortez. He flew out in his last at-bat. Perez leads off first with one away. Takes a fastball on the inside corner. He broke out the slide step there, Danny.
Yeah, he's clearly thinking about the steal right here. Didn't happen, but the cat-mouse game continues on.
Come on the ground to second base. This could be two. The second for one. Relay to first in time. And just like that, the side is retired. 4 to 6 to 3. They roll it up to get out of the jam. Don't touch that remote. More on MLB Network right after this. Settling in now, Tomas Telis, as we move on to the bottom of inning number 3. First pitch coming. Here it is. Changeup in for a strike. Breaking ball just misses the inside corner. The 1-1 is laid off for ball 2. And he can't get out of the way of that one, so the leadoff man will be on to open the frame.
Yeah, there are a couple of things you don't want to do as a visiting pitcher. Never give the home crowd a reason to get involved early, and don't put guys on base to ignite a big inning. Well, mission accomplished on both fronts. We'll see how he responds.
The pitcher, Johnny Kozar, steps up to the plate in a sacrifice situation, so let's see if that is indeed on right here. First pitch of the at-bat. Now a bunt attempt here, and they'll just tag him out along the first base line.
Sacrifice was in order right there as he gets the bunt down right there, and sometimes it's easier to just tag him instead of making that throw to first base.
In now, Carlos Baez, as the changeup to him drops in there for the first strike. Looking to put the ball in play here. He went down on strikes in his first at-bat. Here comes the 0-1. Now a swing and a ground ball, but this will be a foul ball as he's behind 0-2 now. And a swing and a miss, and another punch out here. 6 already, and that's out number 2.
You hear that phrase, climb the ladder, all the time, and that's pretty much what he did right there. When you change the hitter's eye level with each pitch in that at-bat, it becomes very hard for him to adjust and put the bat on the ball. He made that strikeout look real easy.
Stepping in now, Tommy La Stella. As the first pitch misses to him, it's ball 1. Runner in scoring position with 2 gone. Here comes the 1-0. Breaking ball's in for a strike. A swinging bunt up the third baseline. Throw in time, and the side is retired. 1 left for Miami. We'll head to the 4th, still scoreless. Back with Mark DeRosa and Dan Plesac, Matt Vasgersian, and leading off the inning, the big right-handed slugger, Giancarlo Stanton. And now a pitch on the way. Pulled high in the air out to left field. Cespedes is there. Looks it into his glove, and there's one gone.
This guy's not wasting any time, right? Gets a first pitch fastball, and he flies out deep on the first pitch of the inning.
Now at the plate, Christian Yelich. He'll look to bounce back after striking out his last time up.
Christian Yelich.
Pitch on the way. And he'll look at a first pitch curveball that's in the dirt. It's ball one. The 1-0. Misses for the second ball. Marlins are still on the lookout for their first hit of the ball game. And he'll lay the fastball in here to get the count back to 2-1.
Oh, that's for sure going to be a pitch he wants back. You're not going to get many balls right in the wheelhouse from a top-level arm like this.
The 2-1 home. Even count, 2 balls and 2 strikes. Looking to punch him out again. The pitch. Breaking ball, and he gets him to chase it in the dirt. Stevenson corrals it, but it's not in time, and he'll reach first despite going down on strikes. So good awareness that time, as that'll go as a strikeout, but he's aboard on the drop third strike. In now, Sean Babb.
Up next for the Marlins, first baseman, Sean Babb.
Here comes the first pitch. Went about halfway there, but it's a called strike regardless. Yelich, a runner at first with 1 gone in the inning. Throw over to the bag. A dive, but he's back. Ready with the 0-1 pitch. Thought he had the inside corner that time, but it missed for ball 1. Yelich is running. Pitch outside. The throw. Ball's there, and he is out. Good throw.
Not every catcher can make that throw, so that was pretty special. Benito Santiago made throwing from his knees famous when he was playing, but it's a really tough one to pull off. That's a long throw without any legs underneath you, so hats off to him on that one.
Pitching has the upper hand early as we're scoreless in inning number 4. And he can't catch the corner here, so he's behind 3-1.
Time for him to attack on the mound. He knows this team's struggling offensively. Don't mess around and try and nibble. Just be on the attack and let them beat you.
Fouled off. Something has to give. Here's the payoff pitch. And he struck him out, his 8th punch out of the ball game, and that one ends the inning. Marlins down quietly through 4, still tied 0-0. So here now's the pitcher, Ben Perez. He singled his last time up. First pitch of the at-bat. There's a strike. Set to deliver the 0-1. Liner toward right center. And that finds some outfield grass. It's a base hit. And that runner will go no further than second as there are 2 aboard now.
Hey, I've been impressed with this guy. Not only has he thrown the ball well, but now he's mixing in a base hit late in the game, giving his manager options. Whether or not he wants to pinch run, keep him in there, go to the relief. I mean, he's opened up a whole weaponry box for the manager.
The 0-2 delivery. Got him! And he goes down on strikes for the 3rd time. Diamondbacks strand a pair. Halfway home, still no score.
Leading off for the Marlins, second baseman, Jace Peterson.
He's ready. Here's the first offering. And he'll try to crowd him there to start the at-bat. It's 1-0. Count is 1-2 now. Line to shortstop, and there's 1 away. Here's Marcell Ozuna. He was a strikeout victim in his first try.
Marcell Ozuna.
First delivery to him on the way. A high fastball is in there.
Yeah, I'm shocked he let that first pitch go right there. High fastball, but usually those ones travel the furthest.
He's ready. Here's the 0-1. And that changeup makes him jump. A swing and a miss.
Well, you know you've got it working on the mound when they're swinging right through it, even when you're putting it right down the middle of the strike zone. Not the greatest of game plans, though.
Here it comes on 0-2. Oh, and he dusted him off the plate that time. Some mind games being played now. It's 1-2.
Well, that'll wake everyone up. Anytime you buzz the tower like that, there's reason for people to start getting a little bit edgy.
The 1-2 is a wave and a miss. He struck him out. Still a little early to start talking about these things. There you go, right there. A big goose egg in that hit column, worth keeping in mind as we get later into the afternoon. Ready now for the Marlins, Tomas Telis. And maybe a little extra motivation for him here after being hit by a pitch in his first at-bat. Here's the first pitch to him. Takes a high fastball for a strike. Looking for his 10th strikeout. Here's the pitch. And he will strike him out. 10 now in the ball game, and the inning is over. He's through 5 without allowing a hit. 5 innings complete, and we still have no score. Stepping in and ready for another shot, Johnny Kozar. He successfully laid down a sac bunt in his last play.
Through the middle of this ball game right now, if they want to get things going, How about trying to get some base runners on or at least get a base hit? They don't have any hits going into this part of the game.
They'll try and entice him with a high fastball, but he wouldn't commit. It's ball one. The windup and the 1-0 pitch. There's a knee-high pitch that catches the zone. The 1-1 is swung on and missed, and that's strike two. And he struck him out. And there's strikeout number 11 in the ball game.
I always like watching pitchers that attack with their fastballs until there's a reason to start mixing it up. He hasn't needed many of his secondary pitches so far in this one, and there was another good fastball for a strikeout there.
Into the box, Carlos Baez, as he will take a fastball in there at the knees for strike one. He's hitless in his 2 at-bats so far. Into the windup. Here comes the 0-1. Lifted in the air to center field. Taylor is there. He's got it, and there are 2 down now. Digging in once again, Tommy La Stella. 0 for 2 here to start the afternoon.
Tommy La Stella.
On its way is pitch number 75. Here's a first pitch changeup that swung on and chopped foul right at home plate. No runs, no hits, and no errors in the game for the Marlins. 1-1 to Tommy La Stella. And now a curveball that's low and in the dirt for a ball. It's 2-1.
I know there's 2 outs right here, but your job as the number 2 hole hitter, especially with the monsters hitting behind you, find a way to get on base. Maybe a little 2-out lightning on the horizon.
The 2-1. Fouled away. Now here's the pitch. And he tried to hold up that time. We'll get an appeal down to third, and no swing. It's ball 3. And it's fouled away. Making him sweat out there. The 7th pitch coming up. And he struck him out. So it might be time to begin the countdown, as he's now gone through 6 innings without allowing a base hit. Miami down in order. Still no score. Ready for another shot now. Giancarlo Stanton. It was a flyout for him in his last trip.
Not sure if this is a powerhouse pitching performance by both teams or bad hitting, but as we're moving late into this one, it's about time somebody put something together to try to score a run.
And a curveball in for a strike. And there's ball 1.
That's back-to-back breaking balls away, but now he's got himself into a little bit of a tough spot. You probably can't throw that again, so your opponent is probably up there just looking for a fastball that he can drill.
So 1-1.
1-1.
Burst. Cortez has it. And he'll step on first for the out. 3 unassisted. So here's the cleanup hitter for Miami, Christian Yelich. No hits in 2 trips to the plate for him in the ballgame. First pitch on its way. Cut fastball in there for a called strike.
Hey, we're moving into the later innings right here. And this guy's continuing to pitch well with his first pitch strike percentage well over 60%. That's about league average so far, so he's right on point.
That's in there, and he's deep in the hole now, 0-2. Ready with the 0-2. Just a touch outside, 1-2.
Boy, it's hard to sit on an 0-2 fastball. I think that pitch just locked him up a bit. But lucky for him, it was just a little out of the zone.
He struck him out, the third time he's fanned in the game.
That was a big strikeout there, guys. The best pitchers have the ability to strike guys out when they really need to, and that second out was really important at this point of the game. Could be something we look back on later when the game's over.
Now batting.
Standing in now, Sean Babb. And he'll watch one miss up and away for a ball, 1-0. No hits to this point. Now the 1-0. Misses, ball 2.
We've seen him go down on strikes more than once in this game, so this has been a better approach by him at this at-bat. Much more patient, and he's gotten himself into a good hitter's count.
Now the 2-0 home. And he fouls this one off. Now the 2-1. Sent foul again, and after being way ahead, now it's even at 2-2. The 2-2. And this one's chopped foul right at home plate. And he struck him out to retire the side, so he's through 7 complete, still working on a masterpiece. Nothing doing here this half. We'll look ahead to inning number 8 now, and we still have no score. Geraldo Macias has been summoned from the bullpen as he'll do so to start the 8th.
Geraldo Macias.
Ready for another chance? Ben Perez. Couple of singles to his credit thus far.
Starting to run out of time. They haven't been able to score any runs as we're moving late into this one. A perfect time for this leadoff guy to try to get on base and ignite a rally.
And a called strike down in the zone. 0-1. Grounded to first. And he'll take it to the bag himself for the out. Our line score there says it all to this point, or if you prefer, it doesn't say anything. 0-0 our score, as you start to wonder if anyone's going to play to run in this one. Stepping in, Jace Peterson hit the ball pretty well in his last at-bat, but it resulted in a line out.
We're moving right along into this one as we head into the late innings. Listen, if you want to score, you're going to have to bunch some hits together, and they haven't been able to do that so far. So hopefully this leadoff guy, this will be the right guy at the right spot to get something going.
First 2 pitches off the mark here. It's 2-0. Three and 0 now.
Great job to be able to lay off that pitch right there. You could tell the minute it came out of his hand, his eyes lit up at the plate.
taking all the way. It's 3-1 now. Time to be alert for signs of tiring here in the 8th. He's a pitch away from 100.
Man, I love this right now. He's given it everything he has, given this team depth, allowing the manager to pick some serious matchups when it comes to going to the bullpen, Dan.
Boy, you nailed that, D-Row. Now you could go to your go-to guys, the troubleshooters, the guy you want to bring into close games. Anytime a starter can get you through 7 innings, the 8th inning, it's a bonus. A job well done so far.
Sebastian Vargas is forced onto the mound now following the injury.
Number 23, Sebastian Vargas.
Well, heroes are made in the postseason, and he was at least the hero in this one. He's our top player of the game.
And obviously, every game is so important in the postseason. So when you come to play like he did and make a big difference for your team, it's something that won't be forgotten.
A single run good enough to do it today. 1-0 the final score. The Fish jump out to a 1-0 series lead. Brian Ellington pitches well enough to get the W. So that's a wrap for us here this afternoon. For Mark, Dan, and the rest of our crew, I'm Matt Vasgersian. You've been watching MLB Network.
Here now is our final line score for this afternoon. First, for the victorious Miami Marlins, 1 run, 4 hits, no errors. They left 2 men on base.